Game! Snake wins! Step into the ring.
Welcome everybody to this NECC match between Post U Smash Orange versus BSC Bobcats. My name is Frisco and we're going to get right into it today. First off, I believe this is going to be Lone Wolf starting off with K-Rool versus Pit. Now, K-Rool, kind of a, heavy character, big combo food for a lot of characters, and Pit has a lot of good down air combos, a lot of good up air strings going on. So it might be a kind of a tough matchup for K-Rool, but we'll see from this, especially from Reflector. His Reflector can be a pretty good tool against K-Rool's Crown and Blunderbuss. But right now, Lone Wolf's doing a really good job off the start, 70% on Pit, 30% down though. Crown's going to be a really good asset in this matchup. The back hit of the Crown is going to be really good at kind of getting some follow-ups off the combo. Avoiding these back air strings a little bit. Got to recover low though. Pit can kind of interrupt his approach though with that disjoint. Well, let's see if we can get off ledge. And the Wolf ops are going above Pit. Dash attack brings him right back off stage, looking pretty even right now actually on percent. Oh, getting caught in shield. Down throw to fair, that's going to be a combo. Very good aggressive return to stage using that fair. Blunderbuss is going to take that back throw right back off stage. Oh, a little too late on the down throw. He's able to shield it. That could have... very good offstage interaction coming from the Pit player right now. Very good Blunderbuss, throwing that right back. Gotta be careful of Crown though. Down throw fair. Oh, into a dare. Going for the spike instead. Yeah, and that down smash is going to take it. So stocks are now even 2-2 between Lone Wolf and Pit. Stay back! Down throw fair. It's going into dares. I'm actually surprised with these combos. Jab to keep him off stage. This is a good 70% that Lone Wolf does not have an answer to yet. We'll see what he can do with this. That was a very smart Reflector coming out, because he's noticed that Lone's been kind of sending it right back at that angle. Really good opportunity to get those kills, sneak them right in. Ooh, kind of cheeky going for the up B. Good shield. That's not... oh, can't get the punish though off of that side B on shield. Waiting for a dare interaction. Dare. Lone Wolf off stage. Kind of having a tough time getting around Pit at the ledge. Yeah, these nairs are just so oppressive to K-Rool right now. Trying to finish off with that up smash. Let's see if Lone Wolf can finish this off. Finish off one more stock though. That could have been a punish. A little too slow on the draw. K-Rool off stage is not good. And Bobcats Pit player takes it 2-0 over Lone Wolf. That leaves the stock matches at RMC at 11 and Post at 9. Because remember, this is going to be a little different than the match that we had yesterday. This is actually going to be a 4v4 instead of a 3v3. So there's an extra set of 3 stocks. Gives people a bit more room to kind of, interact and react to their opponents, I probably prefer this kind of format. I think the more the people are playing against each other, the more interesting the matches will become, the more time that they'll get to, react to each other and whatnot. I like 4v4s, what can I say? But Post got a little bit of a, little bit behind right now. We'll see where they kind of go with it. Now, I'm not sure what the lineup is going to be on Post when it comes to a 4v4 setup. I'm wondering if Eevee's playing right now, though I'm going to assume that the lineup that we have from yesterday is still going to be in effect. So we had Lone Wolf on K-Rool. Now, against Pit, Pit's kind of like an all-rounder character. You can kind of send a good chunk of the cast against him, and it's probably not a terrible idea, but at the same time, Pit's an all-rounder. He can kind of like adapt to like a whole lot of situations. He's probably going to have like a tougher time against smaller characters for the most part, interacting with them. But he probably doesn't have a ton of terrible matchups. It's just, Pit's kind of like a middle-of-the-road guy. He does everything a little bit well. He doesn't do anything like amazingly well. He doesn't have anything overly broken. He just does pretty much almost everything well in this game. Who you bring against him? I would probably do like a sortie with some sort of larger disjoint than what Pit has, because, you know, Pit's technically a sortie. It's just he has, you know, kind of a little bit of a stubby disjoint. It's not as massive like as Cloud's Buster Sword or like Byleth's, you know, arms, whatever you call those. the trio of weapons that Byleth has. So I think Pit has a tendency to get zoned out when it comes to like the medium range of like a bigger disjoint. That's probably how I would personally approach this, but we'll see where Post kind of takes this. Going in with Kirby. Now, I would not have expected Kirby. Now, I think this is going to be a matchup that Kirby probably has a little bit of a deficit in, because Kirby is not really an air-to-air brawler. He likes to stay on the ground. He can kind of like interrupt passes at him from the air with certain attacks, but he's kind of stubby. He has really slow airspeed. His ground speed is where he's kind of like at his best in his combo game. But we'll see where it goes right now. Right now, I actually really like the patience coming out of the post Kirby right now. Just kind of waiting to see what Pit does. Oh, with those nairs. Yeah, that's going to be the problem, though. When Pit starts approaching with those aerials, Kirby doesn't really have a ton of answers to it. Kirby's punish game needs to be super on point against the majority of matchups in this game. Recovering high. Oh, I actually really like that recovery. Ooh, little too low. I was going to say I thought they were going for a high, then a low recovery mix-up, but it was a little too low for Kirby to kind of come back from that. I like that dash attack. Do we get... Nope, miss whiffing the grab. Oh, air dodge down. Kirby can come back from that. Yep. Oh, it was a little too low. He couldn't come back. Wow. It's a little too low for Kirby. It's looking pretty bad for Kirby right now, but Pit player keeps approaching with Nair. And here's the thing, is that it does become pretty tough in those aerial interactions for Kirby. But we'll see. Those dares have been doing so much work for the Pit player. So that brings Post down to 6, and RMC remains at 11. So Post is down to 6, and RMC remains at 11. So 5 stock deficit right now. Post has got to pull something out in order to kind of reverse this again. I'm wondering... I don't know if I should be saying who they should send in versus who they shouldn't, but... At this point, I would probably send in... I know that on this team, Lilly has a Mario. I'm not sure if Lilly is playing tonight. I would probably send in Mario. I know he's like a little stubby and he doesn't really have a disjoint, but Mario's an all-rounder against another all-rounder, you know. Probably do good. Probably do pretty decent. And plus, he can probably cape... He could probably cape Pit's recovery as he tries to recover, and then he kind of just flutters off stage. I'm assuming Mario can do that. So that's how I would personally approach this right now. But again, we'll see what they decide. Or, you know, you could just tag me in. I bring the Banjo. I bring the X Factor, you know? Oh, we do go with a Mario. So this is probably a, you know, in my opinion, a relatively even matchup. Sure, Mario kind of struggles sometimes with disjointed characters, but Pit's disjoints aren't that large. A lot of multi-hit moves. I feel like Mario can deal with that decently well. So here comes the start of the match. Fireballs keep Pit out. Up tilt into Nair. Interesting. We call those the American Air Dodge. Oh, that could have been a punish. Could have been a grab out of shield from there. And Fireball's gonna interrupt that approach. Right now, Lilly is kind of having a tough time with these approaches from Pit. Recover low. Good recovery low. Throwing those F tilts out. Dash attack's gonna get punished. Throw back throw off stage. Oh, cover the reversal from the edge guard right there. Up B interrupting the edge guard attempt. A lot of F tilts. I like the attempt at the down air start. Still, Mario's kind of cooking pretty large right now at 93%. Mario's getting a lot of like tiny hits, but Pit is getting a bit of larger hits and getting the percent where it matters. If Mario can kind of get a bit more throw combos going, like down throws and up throws and whatnot, probably be in a better position. I actually like the fade back on the recovery right there. Make them think you're recovering high when you're going to recover low. But Mario loses the stock. This Pit player's on a roll right now, taking so far, oh my, 7 stocks. Taking 7 stocks so far. And cooking at 110%. Let's see if Lilly can kind of sneak this stock in against the Pit. I like the back air approach and then, you know, tilting on their shield. Very good, very common for Mario. Very strong maneuver. Very good F smash. Gonna punish that air dodge to stage. Here comes it. He's getting a lot of up tilts. I'm actually very surprised he's able to get those. Trying to get the roll read. Back throw off stage. Oh, and Mario's gonna get the spike. Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough one. Again, this Pit player's being very strong for Bryant Stratton right now. Here, yeah, down air to nair, fair, right off stage. Trying to get the stage, kind of trying to get that spike from the last bit of it. Interrupting the F smash with the F tilt. This Pit right now is just on fire, knowing how to kind of keep people out with his disjoints and keep people away. A lot of these, because right now a lot of these characters are stubbier characters coming out of post, and they don't really have a straight answer for the disjoint right now. And that happens with the down smash. So that brings post down to 3 stocks left and RMC at 10. So 3, post at 3, and RMC at 10. Now, this means that every player from post and their preferred character is going to be revealed at this point. Whereas in regards to Brian and Stratton, we only are seeing the one Pit. I just realized it's BSC, not RMC. What am I doing? So here's another thing. The lineup needs to get revealed at some point. So in the next game, if Post doesn't take this next match, Post will be going into a big disadvantage into the next match because they don't know what the 3 of the players they play as are. So there's a lot going on the line when it comes to actually taking this match, because they could lose this set right now, and that's fine. They've got another set to go, but let's see if we can get like another player revealed. And here comes Terry against Pit. So this is gonna be Crimson Vexus going up against their Pit player. Now we had a strong showing from Crimson Vexus yesterday as Terry, so let's see if we can kind of sneak this stock out against the Pit player. Oh, Nair. And again, Terry is a very strong, very burst option heavy, but he's also still a stubby character. He doesn't have a ton of disjoints. He has some invincible moves, but he doesn't have a ton of disjoints that give him kind of like that mid-range kind of advantage. He's all about being in that close range. Until he gets Go Meter, then once he gets Go Meter, he has a lot more strong burst options. Granted, Terry already has amazing burst options. Getting a bit of a lead right now on Pit player, but Pit's kind of looking to even that up a bit more. Jab, jab, power dunk. Tried and true. Ooh, little greedy trying to go for those smash reads. Ooh, the reversal. Oh, that was a scary. Ooh, got back air. I was gonna say back air isn't that strong of a kill move. I didn't think that was gonna kill. It's like kind of equivalent to Fox's back air. Oh, gonna read that power dunk though. Yep. And that brings Post down to 2 stocks. That down tilt did not connect because of invincibility at ledge. That's actually kind of crazy. See, I like these down tilts. I like the idea of them, but I think he needs to go for them either a little earlier when he starts approaching at ledge, or he needs to wait on them to kind of read that neutral getup because he's kind of hitting them a little too soon. And the invincibility on Pit hasn't disappeared yet. Oh, that really get taken. But Pit's getting a lot of good F smash reads right now. Ooh. Nice F smash coming out of Crimson Vexus. And this reveals the second player for BSC. Bringing BSC down to 9 and Post down to 2. So, you know, a little bit less of a disadvantage going into the next match. But let's see if Crimson Vexus can actually, you know, take this match going into the next one. If you can take this next one, that'd be amazing. Then you get 3 player slots, and then you kind of know what you're going into, and you can appropriately react to each one of them as you go in. We will see, though. We will see. I'm pretty sure that was the Bobcats, right? It was the Bobcats account. So right now I assume we're getting Big Fish in. Must be. Terry versus Min Min. Oh, we got a little bit of taste of this yesterday. I do not think Terry does a great job versus Min Min personally, but you know, that's just me. We'll see how it goes. Min Min does have some kind of poor recovery options, and I think Terry can get Min Min off stage. The second Terry is off stage, oh my god, he explodes, especially from attacks with Ram Ram. He's just kind of a susceptible off stage unless he kind of does a mix up with Power Dunk to kind of mix up his trajectory a bit. But this is really a matchup where Terry needs to be in on Min Min at all times. He needs to essentially smother any sort of semblance of space that she has. Oh, I like the high recovery, especially when Big Fish was attempting to cover the mid area. Covering a little too high. He should have went a little lower. Because the end lag when he lands on stage is going to be kind of tough to deal with. Really good mix up with the Power Dunk. Whoa! Auto turnaround for Terry coming in clutch, taking another stock. Let's see if Terry, because these are the moments where Terry can really start robbing. Ooh, Megawatt's gonna send him right back up stage. Going high, not quite in that 45 angle. That was more of a 30. Min Min has a kind of like a blind spot in her 45. Really good Buster Wolf. Jeez. Gotta be very careful. You can fire laser. Min Min, it's so crazy how Min Min can cover over half the stage. But Terry's down to his last stock. Let's see if he can take these last 2. Bring it back for post. Rising tackle. Power Dunk for the mix-up. Dash attack. Really like the good cognizance staying in shield. Down tilt to up B. I like it. I like it a lot. These auto turnarounds are coming in so handy for Crimson Vexus right now. At 132, you can definitely take another stock. And maybe by the time you get Go Meter, you can sneak that last one in. So this is looking pretty good for Terry right now, in that sense. Granted, he's behind, but he still has very strong ability to kind of rob stocks. So Min Min kind of has to stay a little careful in this still. Keep Terry out as much as possible. Go Meter's online. Sneaking it in with the Buster Wolf. Jeez. And this is where, again, Terry can kind of steal stocks. Quick 37 with a crack shoot. Recover high, recover high. Oh, falling out of Buster Wolf follow-ups. Probably wasn't high enough percent for the correct hit lap. Ooh. That Nair going to take it? Yep, and Nair's going to take it. That means BSC is ahead 1-0 in this matchup right now. And we got to bring it all the way back to 12 stocks. And now Post has a bit of an opportunity to kind of reassess the situation, see how they want to kind of approach this. But we are resetting all the way back to 12. Maybe Post starts with a new lead. I don't think the K. Rool was a bad lead. I don't think K. Rool is that bad of a leading character, to be honest. He can be good as an anchor or a starting character because he has a lot of explosive potential. But, I mean, heavies, I would generally like to put heavies in the back of the lineup. And Terry's kind of like a bigger character, you know? So it's like, I feel like Terry's still a strong enough anchor and K. Rool's a good enough forward. But, you know, you could always start with Kirby, go your lightest characters to your heaviest characters. You could do that. I also wonder if we're going to see some character switches at all. But we'll see. And there's also the stage list to consider, because the stage list is actually going to be a little different for NECC versus the set we saw yesterday, where starters are going to be Battlefield, Smashville, Town and City, Pokemon Stadium 2, and Small Battlefield. And on counter picks, we got Final Destination, Hollow Bastion, and Kalos. I like this stage list, I do. Kind of very wide on the starters. You know, usually most people are going to start at Pokemon Stadium 2 because that's how people kind of like to roll. I wish we honestly, I wish more Smash players didn't play on PS2 because I feel like the set lists kind of get stale. I think a lot of people get comfortable on PS2 and we kind of see that a lot. But, you know, that's just my opinion. People are going to like what they like to play. I assume we're going to see a PS2 start again, but we'll see. Because PS2 is a strong, reliable stage. It's probably, I would probably say Small Battlefield is the most even stage out of the entire game. I wish people would start on Small Battlefield more often. But people have their preferences. I would actually agree with some arguments that PS2 should be removed from the stage list. Just because most people go there and it kind of is like, But I've heard many arguments, so. Fight me. I think we played PS2 too much. It's a little boring after a while. I kind of wish they would just add a ton more stages to the stage list, though. Like, I kind of wish we would see some of, like, the smaller maps come back. I know people hate it, but I kind of want to see WarioWare come back just to mix things up. I like the idea of having a lot more small stages instead of people kind of, like, running around from one side to the other. That's why I was so happy when Hollow Bastion came out, because it's, I know it's essentially Smashville, but it's just another small stage to add to the list, like a smaller stage. And I like the fact that smaller stages make slower characters a bit more viable. That's also why I kind of want to see WarioWare come into play. I feel like a lot of interactions with projectiles would be a lot different on a stage like WarioWare. I know a lot of people probably disagree with me on that, but I don't know. Mix things up. Make things interesting. Hey, at least it would be really funny. Seeing somebody die at 20. It'd be really funny. You at the very least need to come into Smash Brothers with a sense of humor. Like, if something stupid happens, you gotta laugh at it. Looks like we got big fish starting for BSC. We're going Min start this time around against K-Rool. Now, this is probably a bad matchup, but hear me out. I don't think it's probably as bad for K-Rool as one might think, because Crown is transcendent, and Crown can kind of go through a lot of stuff that Min throws out. Oh, are we on wrong stage? We're probably on wrong stage. I'm actually glad it was a PS2, a small battlefield start, but maybe they meant to go PS2. But what I'm saying is, maybe it's not so bad for K-Rool. Maybe this isn't the worst thing ever. Because K-Rool has got Transcendent Crown. That will go through Min's arms. So it might be a good interactable item. Plus Crown, when he throws Crown, he has armor. So even if Min hits him during Crown animation, it will kind of interrupt her. Though she can also jump post her attack, I'm pretty sure. Or she can jump, you know, during her F-tilts and whatnot. So maybe she can avoid the Crown while she's throwing out the attack. It's going to be a pretty back and forth, I feel like. But I think this might be a better matchup than Terry, which is kind of weird thing to say, but maybe it will be. I think Crown will just be super strong in this matchup. Cannonball, probably not so much. Cannonball's probably only good for getting Min off stage. Otherwise, Min's going to have a lot of really great tools to keep K-Rool out, so we'll kind of see. And we're on PS2. Then. Oh, something's up. Something is up. I don't know what is up right now with everything. Maybe it's a lag issue? I am not sure what is going on right now. Maybe the lag. I don't have the inside info. I have no idea what's going on. I gotta make sure I tap that controller once in a while. And we're back at it. Maybe it was a wrong stage. I have no clue what happened just then. Now we're back on PS2. Go with Crown. Yeah, there we go. There's the taunt. Going for the dash attack, I like it. Quick down air, down tilt. Now here's going to be the problem, is the second you get K-Rool off stage, then the entire game plan kind of falls apart. Like I don't think K-Rool's going to do terribly well against Min when he's off stage. Min's just going to keep him right in that spot. Yep. Falling right back, just going to intercept him right off stage. Prevents him from landing with all of these. Min's so good at catching landings, it's crazy. You're not even getting back to the stage, dude. Yep, Min won't let you get back. And that's like the strength of Min. She's amazing at keeping people out on stage, and then she's amazing at keeping people off the stage. I really like the low recovery, though he's going to get caught in the back throw. Good reaction to jumping on that. I would start throwing crown a bit more. That would be my remedy for this a little bit. Min Min probably doesn't have a strong answer to crown, except for reflector. She does have up smash with the reflector. Oh, but that's going to be a second stock taken off of post. Big Fish is in a big lead right now. Waiting for the lead trap. Off stage, no. Oh, don't get hit by the laser. Whenever Min Min grabs you, she's gonna back throw you and look for that. Oh, and gonna get stage spiked right back into the blast zone, making a clean 3 stock for a Big Fish, bringing post down to 9 stocks. So for this, me personally, I'm trying to think of the matchup. I would I know that Crimson Vexus did pretty well against this Min Min going into the previous set, so maybe send him against this player. Though at the same time, you could send in Mario. Probably does a decent job against Min Min in some ways because very quick air mobility, able to get above the arms pretty effectively. But again, Min Min is just such a polarizing character. It's just very tough to kind of deal with that sometimes. You never quite know the angle she's going to throw them at. You really want to hover in that 45-degree angle above her. That's kind of like her blind spot, unless she's like jumping to kind of cover certain areas. This kind of character is definitely kind of like a matchup check. If you don't quite know the Min Min matchup, you're probably going to do not so well in it. It's definitely something that you really need to kind of learn how to do it. And for me, I kind of understand it like a little bit, but I don't have a ton of Min Min experience. I feel like Min Mins have kind of fallen off quite a bit. I'm actually surprised we saw 2 days in a row. I feel like Min Min as a character has kind of fallen off in a while. So it's kind of hard to get like decent experience versus decent Min Mins, you know? Thank you to Denny for doing the raid in our chat. But we got Pyra Mythra coming out against Min Min, and I actually think this is a very good choice against Min Min. Mythra can very quickly kind of get in on, Min Min, kind of covering that. Starting with Pyra though, very interesting. Oh yeah, this is clean 3 and 3 post. Maybe this was the wrong stage. But I feel like Mythra does an amazing job at getting in on Min Min. Can very easily get into that 45 where she's kind of blind. And probably does a decent job interrupting Min Min off stage. It's because, with a tether, any low recovery Min Min does with a tether, they need to go low. So it's one of those things where Mythra can probably run off stage, kind of use Nair to cover the area in which Min Min would approach from off stage and just kind of throw her back off. There's probably a lot going for Mythra specifically in this matchup. Pyra, you're probably going to see a lot less of Pyra, except when Min Min's at the ledge, because Pyra's going to have the bigger hitboxes, probably does a much better job at ledge trapping Min Min, and kind of catching any sort of roll in or jump or anything like that. And that's probably where we're going to primarily see Pyra. Though I'm actually very interested to see why because we're doing a forward set with Pyra right now. We're starting it off with Pyra, not Mythra. So this is going to be very interesting to see what the approach option is. And we're on Hollow Bastion, which I'm actually not quite sure. I think this might be a really good stage for Min Min because it's very horizontal. Kind of cover a lot of options using Ram to cover that platform, especially the low part. I wonder if Battlefield was banned, but we'll see. Ooh, and that's probably going to be Transcendent, I would assume. Oh, no, the jump's gone. Ooh, that was a very tight recovery. You do not want to... Oh, side Bs. Oh, you're both dead. Oh, you're both dead. So, you really want to hold on to your jump whenever you're fighting against Min Min. Because Min Min is so good at catching your jumps, catching your landings. You want to hold on to all your resources whenever you're on stage. You never want to really be running away from Min Min. You kind of want to try and get... Oh, very good spike, but that's going to cost you. I like the attempt, but each stock that Post loses as a trade at this point is going to hurt Post all the much more, because you're losing a higher percentage of your stocks. You need to hold on to them as long as you can, especially for the next player in your lineup. And I think the jump... Yeah, the jump was burned. Yeah, you got to hold on to all of your jumps when you're off stage. It's very hard to recover, especially with these very polarizing characters like Min Min and even Steve. Sometimes you have to hold on to all of your resources when you're off stage. But this brings Post down to 6, while BSC I think lost 2 stocks, so they are at 10. I think they lost 2 stocks. I'm pretty sure, because there was the SD. And then there was the spike from Pyra. So yeah, they lost 2. So Post down 4 stocks, which is actually a little better than they were in the previous match. So we got some progress coming. But we still got to deal with Min Min. And Min Min, you know, kind of... I feel like Min Min just negates such a wide swath of the cast. It can be difficult to figure out who to send in as like a counter pick, especially in like these crew battles. But there are probably some characters that do invalidate her. I'm trying to think of who specifically, though. It's kind of hard. Maybe the Belmonts invalidate her a little bit, just because they essentially have projectiles and kind of keep her away. Though it's kind of hard to say. I feel like Min Min is just all in on one specific trait, though. Whereas if you can kind of get in on her, it becomes a lot easier. And I think Mario is a decent pick for this matchup, because Mario has really good air drift, and he can kind of get in and kind of do his work. And here we go. Fireball's going to be pretty strong in this matchup. I feel like Fireball needs to be out like a lot, especially if you're at range against Min Min. Oh, but catching the jump. I think the jump was burned. I'm pretty sure jump was burned. Yeah, jump was burned. That's unfortunate. Hold on to all your resources. Recover as low as you can without using as few of your resources as possible. If you get caught jumping, ooh, you get big punished. That laser was actually pretty close to snuffing out that jump. That was actually really impressive. If that was Ram, that would have been it. But Megawatt's out. Mario's already at 75. Min Min at 6%. Again, Min Min is such a, volatile matchup sometimes. You kind of need to have, there's no other character, except for maybe the Belmonts, that are kind of comparable to Min Min. And it's just one of those things where you gotta know this matchup. Megawatt throwing Mario back off stage at 122. The jump's hit, and the jump gets whiffed out. That is not going to be a recovery. Yeah. Min Min's off stage, though. 63%. The stock can still be sneaked out against this Min Min right now. Rolling a little too late at ledge. Right now, Mario's back off stage against Min Min. Such a tough situation to be in. When you're off stage against Min Min, that's like the worst position to be in. That could have been a punish. Nice F smash, though, throwing Min Min off stage. And gimping with the fireball. Min Min's recovery is not the best. Min Min's recovery, if you hit her once with a fireball like that, then she can't recover. Because she has a lot of vertical mobility on her, up B, but not a ton of horizontal. So she needs to be below the stage at the point in which she wants to recover. If she's not in that range at all, she's not getting back. Because her air drift is not the best either. So it's kind of like one of those situations where she either makes it in that one position, or she's not very versatile. She's got to go from that angle the majority of the time. So very good on, I think this was Lilly on Mario. Very good sniping ability coming out of Lilly into this match, which then goes into the next player. I think Lilly lost the stock on that, so Post is down to 5. I'm pretty sure it's 5. And BSC is down to 9. So keeping that 4 stock differential right now. Again, if you're just joining us, Post is down 0-1 against Bryant Stratton. And Post has 5 stocks left, while BSC has 9. So Post is kind of behind right now, but we will see what they kind of get out of that. We still have a couple players in the lineup. We still have Crimson Vexus, and I'm actually not sure who the other player is. We might be seeing... Oh, well, no, we have Lilly. Lily's up right now. So it's Lilly and Crimson Vexus that are the final players up. Lilly has 2 stocks left, so we'll see what she can do with Mario. Against the Bobcats. Against Roy. Ooh. Now, okay, Roy is very different from other sorties, and typically Mario kind of struggles with sorties because he doesn't like disjoints, but Roy is different, whereas he is strongest at the hilt of his sword, so he's only technically a sortie, where he has a disjoint. But, am I wrong? Did she lose 2? Oh, Eagle's down to 4 stocks. I was incorrect. That's my bad. But Roy versus Mario is probably a very volatile, even matchup, where Roy just wants to like press forward and go, 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 and Mario is going to be the one that wants to keep kind of range on it a little bit, though he still wants to get in to kind of get his throw combos going. But you know, Mario has a projectile. He wants to kind of get follow-ups from Fireball and whatnot. Roy's off stage with dash attack. Ooh, almost snuffing out the jump with fair. That actually was really close to spiking off stage. That's actually really close. Oh, catching the landing with up smash. Mario 83, Roy at 41, and that is wow. That kills early. That was kind of mid-ish stage 2. Mario died to F smash at 81. Roy's smash attacks are super strong. You always got to be cognizant of them. Roy just wants to go, 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 go. This brings Post down to their last 3 stocks against BSC's 9. Can Crimson Vexus pull off the 3 stocks in a row? Can he do it? Or they do it, rather. I don't know. I've never met Crimson Vexus, so I probably shouldn't assume. Again, with Post with their backs against the wall. Let's see if they can come out of this on top. It's going to be a really big uphill battle. But, hey, you know, weirder things have happened. I've seen Post come back from pretty big deficits in the past, so we'll see what happens. Terry is a strong character, too, that can just kind of really delete stocks. So I feel like Terry is actually a very strong anchor to have on a team in like these situations. Go meter is just such a big factor in so many different matchups, and it worked well for Crimson Vexus going into these previous fights, but we will see. Roy is oppressive. This is going to be an explosive matchup, though. Oh, that side B on shield is going to get punished. Jab, jab, power dunk. Back throw. Oh, down throw. Opting for the combo instead of the stage control. And again, Roy does have a disjoint, though, technically, so he can, if he wants to, play at range against characters like Terry. Go meter's online at 107, though Terry's also working from a deficit right now. 117 against a 72. Roy from Bobcats is really taking a lot of these landings seriously, stuffing up landings. And Crimson loses a stock, down to 2 stocks left, loses go meter. We'll see. Oh, that down smash sends at a really crazy angle. I love it. I'm not a big fan of charging smashes at ledge because your opponent knows what you're doing. You're locked into that animation. If you're going to do an F smash at ledge, I would just let it rip in the case that they do actually perform the roll. Oh, catching the air dodge, though, with that F smash. Post down to their last stock, though Roy at a really toasty 125. We'll see if maybe Crimson has it in them to take this 3 stock. But quick 59. The juggle situation is very real. Roy loses that stock. Back down to 0. Jab, jab, jab. Roy's up tilts are doing a lot of work right now. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I'm pretty sure they were either reading an air dodge or that side B. Right now, 60% is unanswered for coming out from Crimson. Oh, I actually like the up smash, but the Phantom Footstool comes out and avoids it altogether. Again, these are high recoveries, and Post loses it from 0 to 2. Very good stuff coming out of Bryant College, Bryant Stratton, and still very, very good coming out of everybody coming out of Post as well. It was a very good night, and yeah, very strong showing coming out of Bryant Stratton, though. You know, things to reflect on and whatnot. Denny, how do I raid? I actually don't know how to raid right now. Okay, I'm gonna copy paste that. I cannot. It says post-use raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. It says I can't raid you. It's your fault. It's not my fault. It's all your fault, John. I'm just kidding. It is your fault technically, though. I bet it's Chris's fault. I bet it's Chris's fault that I can't raid. He set up the settings for post-year. It's his fault. It does. It makes complete sense. I'm glad that you agree with me. Okay. I'm going to check to see if you fixed Chris's mistakes. Oh, that was my bad. It does not allow me to raid you at this time still. I'll try one more time. Maybe it's just needed. It's like a little bit of a time thing. Yeah, it says I still can't. You gotta talk to Chris. It's his fault. He messed all of this up. Keep trying, John. Keep trying. With all your might. Try one more time. Nope. Yeah, I am. I'm typing it in the chat. It returns with in stream chat window? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm typing it in the stream chat on OBS. If you want, we can hop on. We can hop on a Discord call quick, and you can look at my screen. That's what I'm assuming is what's happening. Is it's the settings. It might not be immediate. It might take some time. Oh. Is this... I guess it's been considered a day. You made it... Yeah, you made it on Sunday. So, everybody, go to Post U Esports right now for... Are we still doing Smash Purple? Is that what's still going on? What's over there right now? Is there anything happening? Oh, Valorant. Everybody, Go to Post U Esports. Click on Denny's link. He's talking in the chat right now. I'll even link it. Hold on. We're gonna do this the professional way. This is hyper professional, guys. I am so professional. Denny is gonna be so proud of me. I'm gonna find that chat link. Hold on. I gotta find Post U Esports 2. Hold on. This is so professional. I am the most professional. I'm gonna type it out in the chat. You could click on Denny's link that he's posting from right now, but I'm going to provide the link on the chat. Damn it! Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But he did it first. No, Can I moderate? Can I delete your message so it looks like I did it first instead of you, John? But go to that link. Everybody, go to that link that I just typed in the chat. I wish I could raid. I'm gonna try it one more time. /raid post U Esports. I can't. Still, the raid settings are still not allowing me to do this. I am not a pure soul. I am full of pure hatred, if that's what you mean. Pure hatred. I'm not pure in the sense of like the typical fashion, but I am full of hate. I am a very hateful person, as you can see. I hate everybody. That's a lie. I love everybody. I love you, Chris. I'm sorry for all of the things that I said. But I wish I could raid you, Denny. I wish I could. But the pureness of my soul, according to Chris, is not good enough for this rating. But everybody, it's been real. It's been a good night. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Everybody, go to the main Post U Esports page and go check out Valorant. Otherwise, this has been a wonderful time. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.